lighting. It is like super gloomy out today. Yeah, that doesn't really help. It's super gloomy and cloudy out today. But I wanted to make kind of like a 4-week update, I guess. I don't really know how I'm going to be doing my updates yet. Some people do them like once they're going on their 5th week, because they're talking about their like 4th week. And some people do it like when their calendar says they're 4 weeks. So I haven't decided yet how I'm going to do it. But today I'm 4 weeks and 4 days. So usually I think mainly I think I'm going to be doing them when my calendar says I'm 4 weeks. I'll basically be talking about the previous week, but at the same time I'll be talking about my plans for the upcoming week. So I think that's what'll work best for me. If you guys have any reasoning behind why people do it the other way, maybe you can leave it below. Maybe I'll change my mind. But first off, I just want to say thank you to everybody for your sweet comments on my video. I've gotten a lot of new subscribers, and I've gotten to talk with some really nice ladies about their struggles, and also those who also got pregnant this cycle. So yeah, thank you so much, everybody. I really, really appreciate all your sweet comments. It's really helped. When I first got my positive, I was really, really nervous about losing this baby, and you guys just really boosted my mood. So thank you so much. And I did go to the doctor's on Monday. So today is Wednesday, and I went to the doctor on Monday, and they said it took 2 to 3 days to get the results back, and I got those back. I got them back today. I got them back when I was at work. So they called me when I was at work, and I didn't answer, and so I called them back, and they came back really good. So that's really exciting. They tested a lot of different things. Like, they took like 7 vials of blood. The main thing, obviously, HCG, and then progesterone. And I was really worried about my progesterone. One of my really good friends had a miscarriage because her progesterone was low, and they didn't test it at first, and they could have caught it and maybe saved the pregnancy by making her take progesterone pills. But I don't have to do that because my progesterone was 33.1, which is amazing, she said. She said they usually like to see it above 15. So 33.1 is like perfect. Definitely don't have to worry about that. So that really helps my risk of miscarriage going down, as well as my HCG. I got my blood work done at 4 weeks and 2 days. I was what the heck am I talking about? I was 13 days past my ovulation, and so my HCG level was 90, which she said was good. She said it was above average. See, I'm so bad about Googling things, and so I Googled it, and I saw people who were getting like 1,000, but she told me that anything above 5 is positive, and they like to see anything above 50. So 90 is good. She said the only thing that matters is that it's doubling. She said people produce HCG at different rates, and she said since I was only 13 DPO, she said if they would have done it at they usually don't like to do it till after 14 DPO because sometimes people don't even get positives. So definitely good. I'm not too worried about that there. They're not doing another one to see if it doubles. They're going to do another one again in a week, which is weird. I would think they would do it like 2 days after 2 days so they could see it double, but I guess they're not worried about that, which is good, I guess. So that's some good news. Now I'm gonna talk a little bit about symptoms. I haven't had too many symptoms in particular, but I have had some cramping, a lot of cramping, and it kind of scares me a little bit, but I've asked my doctors like twice now, and they say it's completely normal as long as I'm not bleeding, which I'm not. They said it's probably just my uterus stretching, which I believe. Now that I'm thinking about it, it's not really a period cramp, it's like a stretching pain, but it's similar to period cramps. So it's it's in my uterus area and in my back as well. The back part's obviously cramping, the uterus part is more of the stretching. So yeah, but my boobs have also been sore. Not a lot. Mainly at night is when I have all these symptoms, like the cramping and the boobs. The cramping today, though, went all day. That was the first time that had happened. But I guess in the first trimester, that's really normal, just because, I mean, I've never carried a baby past the first trimester, especially, so my uterus isn't used to having a baby in it. So I'm not worried about it. It's definitely not comfortable, but I know it's going to be worth it. So I'm not too worried about it. Yeah. So on top of that, I haven't really had any other symptoms. I've had little tiny flares of nausea if I don't eat, like every 2 hours, like little meals every 2 hours, which I've been doing anyways because we were losing weight. So I've been good about that. So that's not, I haven't been getting nauseous unless, you know, I get busy at work and forget about one of my little snacks. So yeah, and we've decided on how we're going to reveal it. I'll talk about that in a different video though, since this is getting a little long. I just have so much to tell you guys because I haven't really talked to you since I found out. But I have my first appointment scheduled, and I'm not sure if I'm going to go to an OB or a midwife yet. I'm leaning more towards going to a midwife. My first appointment is on my birthday, so it's November 7th. I will be 6 weeks and 2 days. And they wanted me to come in earlier, but my doctor's going to be out of town, and the only time they could get me in would have been today, and they wouldn't even be able to see anything. I mean, I'm only 4 weeks and 4 days, so they wanted to get me in around 5 weeks, but my doctor is going to be out of town. So November 7th on my birthday will have to work. And I'm probably going to go to that appointment and see how things go, see how I feel about it. But my friend from high school, she is about due to have a little girl, and she's been going to a midwife her whole pregnancy, and she loves her. She says she's so sweet. She just could not stop talking good things about her. And as long as she takes my insurance, I'm thinking that I might, you know, go to an appointment there just to see how I like her. She works for a different hospital than the one that my doctor works for. So we have two major hospitals here, and the other hospital is about 30 minutes from me, whereas the one that my OB goes to is about 10. So I think it's worth it, especially since she's a midwife. Things will be a lot more natural, and it'll be a lot easier to talk with her because she doesn't have as many patients as my OB does. She only sees pregnant women, not, you know, pregnant, trying to conceive, all that. So I tried calling her. And she was out of the office. I called a 501 and they closed at 5. So kind of sucks that I work like the same schedule, but I'm really hoping that it can work out to where my fiance can go, because he works 8 to 5. But that's what I do like about my current OB is he's open late on Tuesdays. So Tuesdays were going to be my appointment days after my birthday because he's off on my birthday. Because they're open until 7. We both get off at 5 that day. So if not, he'll just have to, you know, be late to work a day, talk to his manager or something. That we're trying not to announce it to them until after we, you know, make sure everything is going okay. Make sure the baby's growing, which I can tell it's growing. But yeah, so that's pretty much my update for 4 weeks, even though it's like almost over. I will be updating every week, and probably about 9-10 weeks I'll start showing my bump. I just don't have one right now. I just have a lot of bloat and I feel very fat because, as you guys know, like in early pregnancy you get really bloated, and so I don't look pregnant, I look fat. So yeah. But thank you guys again so much for all your support and sweet comments. I am really really blown away by all of the support I've gotten. And if you guys aren't subscribed already, you can subscribe and see updates and all that fun stuff. Like I said, I'll be posting videos every week. It'll more than likely be on Saturdays because that's when my weeks roll over. And then I'm thinking I'll probably do twice a week, and the second video will be kind of a fun video. So that'll be once I get the channel going more and I'm more pregnant, I guess you could say, and I have more things to talk about. Me and my fiance are planning on naming it pretty early. We're gonna come up with one boy name, one girl name. So we'll see how that goes though. We don't agree on many names. We've talked about, well, animal names for animals. We've had a hard time. But thank you guys again, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.